got one mission and one mission only. Find the old treasures and get them to new vintage lovers' homes. We here at Jolie Flips Vintage pick through every location we visit with a fine-tooth comb. Be it thrift shops, garage or estate sales, vintage markets, or antique malls, if there are secondhand luxury pieces lurking around, we will surely find them. So pull up a seat, get cozy, and Jolie Flip with us. Hey everybody, this is Samantha with Jolie Flips Vintage and Adam's here with me. Today we are in Hollywood. We're at the red, white, and blue thrift store. We are very excited to see what they've got in store. Let's see what we can Jolie flip. Today's sale is yellow and blue is 75 off, green is 50, and red is 25.
That is 125% off.
Yeah, yellow, blue, green, red. How am I going to remember this? Okay, red, green, blue, yellow. Hey. Cash only here, y'all. Oops. All right, let's grab a lucky card. All right, y'all tell me all the time to pull this flap up so things don't fall out of the hole. So I remembered this time. So let's go see what they've got. All right, so Adam and I are excited. We are going to find some good things today. I could just feel it in my bones. Really digging this scarf. This is a really nice pattern. I don't think it's anything special, but isn't it cool? And it's kind of like the round ones. You know, it's like goes all the way around. Just a really cool pattern. Love that. And they want $3.99 for it. Then right up here, we are seeing a metal bowl or basket rather, but it is newer and very lightweight when you actually do pick it up. Adam seems to quite like it, but I think for $14.99 we'll pass. I am really loving this, what Adam is calling a Peg Bundy collection chicken.
I'm not loving this Peg Bundy chicken.
I love it. We end up actually passing, but I thought it would be a great booth piece. Once we do get a booth, and he keeps trying to put it back and I keep trying to grab it. We are doing a voiceover right now because I did get a copyright ding on my last trip to this location. So yeah, but I put it in there and I think long and hard for it, but I end up having to put it back. I did find this baggie with two really cool mirrors. I did grab that for only, I think it's $1.99. I really like the purple one. I thought it was cool with the hat on it, so I'm going to grab that. Let's check out some more of these baggies. I'm really digging this kind of like these retro boxes, and they are empty, but aren't they so cool? I don't know if they're vintage or made to look just like 70s like, but I feel like I can do something with those. So I did pick them up for just a couple dollars. And then going up here, I see a mirror and a brush. I do have a few of these already. Unfortunately, they just don't really sell very well. And I know it's just a few dollars, but I'll pass. I always really like things with birds on it. This is really modern, but I thought, wow, how cute is that? But I do pass. Then there's this witch over here. I have not decided when I will do a Halloween sale on Niknax, but we will do it at some point. There's a lot of seasonal decor here. I'm digging this. It's Niknax. I think that's the name of it. I've sold Halloween decor before from this brand. Look how good this is too. Adam's scared, but see how it's broken. It's resin and it's just a very obvious break. This looks pretty old, but let me put the comps up here on the screen. They want $5.99 for it, and there's no discount on the white. Again, another piece that's modern, but I love it. There's birds. It's a bird bath. No price. This is just really cute. It's a mouse reading a book. It feels really good, but I think they want too much for it. And here's another nice little brass item. It is an angelic candle snuffer, and I like it. They just want a couple dollars. We are in need of a new backpack for our trips. Well, Adam is. So he is looking at the smiley face backpack. Smiley face backpacks are popular now. So this one, though, was dirty. So we left it. I know you could just wash it, but it was like beyond dirty. It was well loved, really. I do need these easels, so I'll grab them for a couple dollars. I think this is real fur, and although many people do not want to buy real fur, I totally understand that. I just collect them, especially the cats. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this for my collection. This seems to be a brass studded apple, but it's hard to tell because it's very lightweight. I'm not sure I'm digging it, so I will leave it. Can anyone tell us what this is? Now, it looks Israeli, it looks Jewish somehow, and Adam is actually Jewish, but he doesn't know what that is. I don't know what it is either. So if anyone does know, please let us know. We didn't pick it up because we weren't sure if it was broken or anything, and seems like they wanted, was that $5.99? I think so, for it. So not sure if we should have picked that up anyway. It was very pretty. I am looking at these vintage Hong Kong brass leaf trinket dishes. I love them. They're like small little catch-alls, and these do well selling on Niknax, so we will grab these. Also on Etsy. These are good pickups for $3.99 a piece. This looks like an old copper pitcher for $3.99. There was a time I would pick things up like this all the time, but for some reason I was just not feeling it. And I don't know, looking it over, thinking about it, but I do leave it. I believe this is a Dansk menorah, and I have a couple of them. I do believe it's a menorah, but I left it. I just wanted to show that to you. And this looks like perhaps maybe an Egyptian souvenir piece. Here, I believe maybe a Viking glass amberina candle holder. It is $10 with no discount. It is gorgeous, and that's coming home with me. Here is a West Germany piece. I'm not sure if it's Schurig. I don't see the numbers as I'm used to seeing underneath or written West Germany on it, but I can tell this is German. That is like a kind of fat lava glaze, and I love that for just a few dollars. This is also a gorgeous little dish or ashtray. Not sure if it's worth $5.99, but look at all the little dogs. We're going to grab it. This is just an antique, maybe resin cat, but there's a chip on the ear, and geez, they want $5.99. Then I'm spotting a lot of figurines. This one feels like a Royal Copenhagen piece, but I don't think so. It's not marked that. There's two of them. And then we'll look up top and we see this glass chicken. They're always priced really high. I could tell this is probably a Chinese piece. It doesn't feel like good quality at all, so we will leave that alone. Adam is telling me that we have sold the vintage ones in plastic before, and maybe we should pick these up. And these are from, is it say Le Biscuit, I think is the name. Le Biscuit or Le Biscuit is the name or the brand. And I said, let's pick this up for us. These little horse, this one's like a little bookend, but they usually have the bigger ones, but he has a chip nose. Look at all the willow tree down there. This is a shell dish that someone created. Maybe a souvenir piece of Florida. They do sell a lot of these still at the gift shops, similar items. This right here is a genie bottle, a very large one, missing the topper. It is beautiful electric blue. I am digging it. I collect them with or without the toppers. This is an awesome find. I'm going to grab that for $7.99. Chalkware kitty is actually not chalkware. I think it's resin. This is it's a very pretty vase for $3.99, but I have many that look like that, so we're gonna leave it. I forget who the designer of this is. It's not marked, and the one that I've sold in the past is not marked either, but it took a very long time for me to sell this piece, and I don't like that kind of 80s texture where it feels like stucco, if you know what I mean. I don't like that. This is The Dance of the Dolphins by Lennox. modern glass vase. This is very cheaply made. There is a mushroom house back here. Modern. Probably like one of those, like in the section, the dollar section at Target. That's what that felt like. This is formalities, and I always say this, formalities makes beautiful things, but they mass produce so much that unfortunately the items are not as valuable. This one may or may not be Murano, I'm not sure, but I've sold the cat ones like this with the Millie Fury bellies. Adam wants to just make sure that the nose is not chipped, and I know it's $5, but I could probably get about $18 to $20 on that. This is a bowl of Conte apples. Unfortunately, the apples just don't sell, and there is a chip inside, and they want, I think, $10 for that. Just checking all of these frosted glass figurines, making sure that is Party Light vase, making sure none of them are Lalique. This is cool. This is probably a piece from China, but it's almost like a paperweight vase, if you know what I mean. $3.99. I think that would do well on Niknax, so I'll bring it. Can somebody tell us what this is? I don't know if they're like bones of a fish or what, or some kind of animal or plant. And this is the Sears Tower. And we're just looking at every little thing on here. Oh, he has found a swung glass vase. It is amber. It is $4.99. It is so gorgeous, and we do love the honey amber, so we're going to grab that. Not sure how much. I don't think that's like a high value, but we do collect, so we'll grab it. Let's see. This is funny. This is literally a cow bell. Look at the udders. I mean... I love that. For just a couple of dollars, I will put that in the cart. Here is a Bohemian cut to clear check vase. They want $12.99 for it. I will pass. There's two of them up there. This is an Empoli smoky pitcher, and the texture is amazing. Again, just making sure there are no chips on it. We're going to grab that for just $2.99. Here's another Genie bottle for $3.99 in great condition. Love that light baby blue. This says tea on it. Okay, this is a cool find. I still haven't figured out if it's Westmoreland, but it is actually pink glass. It's very hard to see that it's pink glass, but it is. It is not fully white. It is not cream colored. It is pink. So we're going to grab that, even if it's over $10, I believe it was. I think so. I kind of passed by it fast. So this is kind of neat, but not for that price. Not for $25. And this is also very pretty, but not for $10. Probably missing a stopper. Probably. These bottles back here are interesting, and I'm going to pop the comps here on the screen. They're not worth the pickup. It's a liquor bottle, and they want like $3 or $4 each bottle, so I like it. I think they're cool. I like the tulip topper, but I can't pick up everything that I like, right? There, I see that fish on the left. There is a decanter here that's getting my attention. And I never know when to pick these up. This one's an older one. Look at the bottom. I'm just not going to pick it up. That is like by request if someone's actually looking for one. And then, you know, here's the fish, but it is Chinese. I did look it up. They want a lot for it. I'm looking at a clear swung vase there, or crimped. I don't know if it's actually swung. This had an Italian look to it. I actually don't know. It's not marked or anything. I don't know if I like the black rim on it, so I'm gonna pass on it. And then I'm gonna keep going. I'm going to hit up the shelves past the backpacks on the left, and I'm hopeful. I see a couple of things from here that I'm interested in. Like this ashtray that somebody applied all of the shelves on, and I'm telling Adam that we have a lot of shelves from Sanibel and we need to figure out what to do with them. This is actually Jamaican pottery. They want $3 for it. I love Jamaican pottery. The texture is so wonderful. So I'll put that in the cart. This is a project piece and really not well done, unfortunately. This is a Chinese dish on a pedestal, probably missing a lid. It's very cheap when you actually pick it up. And look what we found. We found a McKenzie child's plate. And that is actually what I saw as I was walking towards it. I have an eye for McKenzie child. I mean, it just looks like it. We're like, yeah, score. That ruffle style dish. Look at this beautiful ashtray. It is so heavy. I'm just stopping and admiring it. This is an interesting vase on this brutalist style pedestal, but it has a lot of bubbles in it. I'm sure it's Chinese. This is cool. It says Holland. I've never actually seen a Holland piece like this. This might be a value. I haven't looked it up yet. If you guys know anything about this, let me know. He's just telling me, okay, that looks good, but I know quality when I see one. When I see it. This is a project piece. And okay for $3. Let's see what's down here. Never know when you need a couple of little candle holders like that. This I thought was pottery, but I don't think so. These brass candle holders are newer, but they're nice. There's the other one back there. Adam's saying, should we pick this up? But we have a lot of pewter or silver tone candlesticks. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, no, forget it. There's that other leaf one down there. This one looks to be an older piece, but it's a made in India. So I'm not sure. It's just a one. Looks like a small martini glass. I'm really bad with brass. This is okay. Brass is back though. This is cool. This might have been an oil lamp. They want $6 for it. I'm not gonna pick it up. It feels like Chinese glass, so we'll leave it. These Celadon cups are real cool, and I think I would have picked it up if the teapot came with it. It's only $3. This is really neat. I love it. It's like the way the glass is splat like that, so I will grab that for a couple of dollars. I'm just showing Adam, like, look at it. It is so cool how they made this. He's like, right on. He knows how much I love swung glass, and he's saying, how did they make it? Did they swing it like this? I'm like, I don't know. I actually don't know. I've never actually looked at the process of how they make swung glass, which is odd because I pick it up quite a bit. These are like the art glass napkin or handkerchief style. Oh, there's a chip there. And I think they were Swedish. This is a newer piece. Thought this was mid-century at first. It is not. The color got me. I don't like when this happens because, I mean, none of these pieces are highly valuable that are stuck together here, but sometimes you will find like a plate and you want to totally remove it from its jail of what they did. But this said Green Bomb on it. And I looked at the comps and I just found one $30 oil lamp for sale or something like that on eBay. And it's very lightweight. I mean, if that said Bill Campbell on it, that would have went right in my cart. I love these Asian jars. There is a long crack on the side of it, but I wanted to look at all of the design. It's really cool. Little blue carnival glass goblets here for $5 a piece. A little steep. These are newer, but I'm thinking I can really use them for my own decor in my home, wherever there's space. But I mean, they're cool. I like the little butterflies on it, or dragonflies, or whatever is on it. There's another one right here. So the pear is what got me. Very lightweight, not old, but mine. These are French mustard jars, and I'm going to pop the comps on here. It's not worth the pickup. There are a couple down there. I just thought that was kind of cool. Scanning. These are cool. These are opalescent glasses. The texture is really awesome. Almost has like a fire and light texture. It is not fire and light, of course. But it's opaline, opalescent. I don't know. It's just really cool. These are nice and whimsical. They're not worth much, but just if you needed a whole set of colored glasses, they're right here. New car fund. I do need a CRV or something with all of the vintage I'm putting in the car. This is a complete set here. I'm picking it up. It's by Toyo, but I thought at first, you know, the design was Ken Edwards or something. I would have picked that up if it was like Mexican pottery. Just scanning now. Not seeing much here today. A lot of times you'll find uranium pieces here. A lot of mid-century plates, platters. Let's see, these are plastic. I was just thinking they look like the ones that we used to serve fruit in the hospital when I worked there. Look at the texture on here. I love mid-century glazes. This is a project piece probably, I don't know, but this is a little too blotchy for me. It's a little much, not very attractive. I look under everything. This is Nippon. Pier 1. The blue one looks interesting, but does it say Toyo on it? This is cool. I knew it was a McCoy when I picked it up, but I did stop the camera for a second to look up the comps, and this is the part where I stop it right here. And then I look it up and I couldn't find it, but I thought, you know what, it's a cool McCoy pottery, teapot, so I'm picking it up. This is a Sommerso Murano bowl. It's heavy. It is a Murano. I'm going to pick it up for $8. Definitely. It's not that scratched up anywhere, so we'll grab that. That was a good find. The value of that is probably about $50, $80. It really varies. This is not fire and light. It has a texture, but it is not heavy at all. You know it when you pick it up. I am excavating for this. This is Huel pottery, and I did stop and look this up, and I find plain terracotta Huel pottery, so it looks like somebody had actually painted this. That is not a chip, that's just paint loss, and I think there was a signature of someone named Darlene on it, but I like the colors, so I picked it up. The texture on this is cool, but I don't think that they're American Atelier. I don't think they're anything special. I don't do well selling coasters, to be really honest. These copper bordered Winnie the Pooh coasters are cool though, and that's a real dried flower in there. The comps are not, this is like $3. It's just like one sold for $15, so let's grab it just because I like Winnie the Pooh. I think there's only 3 in there. Made in China. I always love those green dishes. But this is catching my eye. Look at the texture on here. That's actually a rare, rare, I mean, I don't see many of them online, but it's George Briard. So there's the round platter for about $4. We will go ahead and grab it. I don't usually pick up George Briard unless it's really beautiful. And then there's this one with the wood sides here, the wood handles. This one, I'm going to pick it up, but it's missing like a little gold piece to that, but we'll grab it. Just looking around. I take my time on these shelves, and because you just never know what you're going to find. And I surely miss things. I mean, there's just too many things. And when I'm not holding the camera, I'm like really digging. I'm just looking at that. That's a cool bowl. I would pick that up if it was for myself, but it says made in Mexico underneath. I like these Pyrex containers with the wood lids, but I don't need them. This one is very lightweight. I really thought it was Blue Sky. It says Hendrickson. I looked it up. I couldn't find much on it. I mean, do you guys know anything about it? This one looks like there's a $1 sticker on it on the back. So it was probably at a garage sale, but it's $4 here. But look at it. It's a really good copper plate. I'm going to definitely grab that. I don't think there's ever been a time that I've come to this thrift store and not found Polish dishware or cups or mugs like this. That's a good one. So I do put this in the cart, but it looks like Bill Campbell glaze, right? But turns out it's actually from Big Lots. But if I was just decorating, I could care less. I think Big Lots has cool stuff. I do put that back. This is cool, but it doesn't excite me too much, so I'm gonna leave that one. Looking through the baggies, this is a section where you're gonna find really unique little brass figurines and little mini vases, which are ever so popular right now, and then the mini furniture or lucite candles. So don't skip this part. It's on the wall in the section with the books, and there's records on an island nearby. Let's see what we can find here. There's always a cart blocking me on the right side here because they're looking at books, so I understand. So I don't really dig in detail when I'm on camera because it's just difficult. These are cool. They're made in India. What are they exactly? Are they napkin rings? There are quite a few of them, but I don't know. They're nice though, aren't they? But I'm going to leave them because I don't know about how old they are or if they're made to look older. I really try to stick to the vintage, true vintage. But I do occasionally sell contemporary. This is like a Pumbaa from The Lion King, right? It's a boar and water bison. I'm going to grab them. Yes, for sure. Just a few dollars. This entire baggie, I guess I'm going to have to grab it. There's some kind of Brito in there. You see it? The cat? Well, I end up putting it back, just FYI, because they let me open the baggie up at the cashier, and it turns out that the stained glass part is actually pretty worn. So, but it was cool, right? I would have picked up the entire baggie for that. This is a pencil parking, and I thought it was cool. It had a vintage pencil stuck in there, but I looked up the comps, and they're only selling for just like under $10. But I thought, well, there's a pencil in there. I thought I've never seen that before. It was only $2. Of course, I'm looking at the tissue box covers because we got real lucky with that Lynn Chase. I think that's what it was called. I haven't put that up for sale yet, though, on the last Hollywood video. These solar swizzle stakes would be totally worth the pickup. So I think it would be half of 50 today, so 25. If you look up the comps, they're selling for a lot of money, like some of them hundreds. But then when I go on the solds on eBay, I don't really see them being sold. So I saw it on their back shelves the other day, so it looks like they gave up and put it up on these shelves. These are just so gnarly. They kind of remind me of just like cool Jerry Garcia art. So put that in the cart. This is wood, surprisingly. Made to look like porcelain, I guess. I didn't like it enough. I thought the concept was cool, but I put it back. This box, however, is tooled leather and painted. And it's not like it might be a souvenir piece, but it doesn't say Costa Rica or anything like that on that. It is so good. Definitely going to pick this up. Only $2.99. Very cool. And then this little, I think he's metal for $2. This little owl. I did get a splinter holding this, like touching this. But, see, I'll get all the splinters out. It's just that one sticking out there, but that was a cute little piece. I like to look at the trays and the pedestal bowls and all that down here. You gotta really dig here, get your hands dirty. Look at this bowl. It's very heavy. I think they want too much money for it. Gosh, I love the carvings. It's so brutalist, right? This was cool. This is all resin, not wood. It's kind of like Mayan. It's definitely vintage. I did look up the comps, and there were some that were selling for like 100, but I did put it back because of their price. This, I believe, is Bakelite. And I end up, the whole thing on the top, the whole Florence souvenir, this is a souvenir piece from Florence. The whole top of the shoe just comes right off by the time I get to the register. But I pick up the clip anyway because I think the whole thing is Bakelite. I have to test it. It's only like $1, so. It's just such cool stuff in this area. That's a little one inlay box, and I would pick it up. It's not a music box, but I have so many of them. It's only $3. It's not there anymore. Just hint, hint. I went again yesterday to Hollywood. This video is from like 2 days ago. It's not there anymore. Things move pretty quick there. Okay, so I totally score the Nelson jackpot here. There's a lighthouse. That's a Florida Gators art, which might have sold. Look at that. Look at the geese in the back there. I guess they're geese. Yeah. It is over $10, but I'm definitely going to grab it. It's a bigger piece. It's such in good shape, right? Just like no nicks on the wood or anything. And I love how they have the information on the wood pieces on the back all the time. I'm definitely going to grab that. This is an oil painting, but it's not signed. It's kind of crazy, and I like it. I feel like someone will appreciate that. It's only a couple dollars. I mean, I feel like a lot of hard work went in that. It looks like maybe this person was an artist. Maybe it's the same person. This one doesn't look too good. It's kind of abstract. Look at that. It says Goodwill on the top left. I left that one. This one I do take, and I end up putting it back after sending a picture to Adam. And we both made that decision that it wasn't the greatest thing. But it was kind of brutalist now that I think about it. I wish I would have picked it up, I think. But this was someone's gift to their mom. It's an oil painting. Somebody once told me pick up all oil paintings, but they don't know the abundance of oil paintings that I can find at my thrift stores, so I don't pick them all up. You kind of have to be picky when you have thrift stores that have an abundance of things every single time you go. But I'm never picky. Right? Those carts are always filled. Let's see. It's just such a big store with so many great things. Let's look back here. Kind of like how ornate that one frame is. Looking at this one is so 80s, I think. I don't really like the pastel colors. It's kind of Golden Girls-y. I had an aunt that had all of these color schemes in her house. She was not my favorite aunt, so I don't want that piece. Here's a lighthouse by Nelson, and I think I'm getting more lighthouses. Yeah. We're scoring on the Nelson pieces. Okay, look at this, you guys. This will definitely sell on a platform like Etsy. It's all wood with these little floral accents on the corners. Look at the back. I love it. I'm going to pick that up for a couple dollars, no doubt. Making sure the backing is good and that the corners are tight. I don't know that the little floral pieces are actual wood, though. That might be resin, but the whole thing is wood, mainly. I'm really digging here, trying not to drop any of these because the glass can break. Flipping through it, flipping. A lot of people frame their oil paintings. I do pick up watercolor also, though, but the oil paintings seem to do better for me for sale. This is a Damascene. And I looked up the comps for Damascene art, and it can be pretty high. For something small like this, maybe about 40, but definitely cool for $4. I am tempted to pick this up, but I won't. Too big. Then there's that. Okay, this is cool. I do pop the This is old. This is maybe teak, but it's a mid-century clock with the moon, and it swizzles, and it's kind of loose, but I'm realizing I just have to screw it and make it a little tighter. It's only a few dollars, and I do pop the well, it's $6, so I pop the clock part out, and it says Germany. That is cool. I'm having such a good day. Are you? This was such a great trip, y'all. It's not over yet. I'm going to turn the corner. I find this cat mask, and I'm tempted to get it because there's some kind of embroidery flowers on it. The reason I don't actually pick it up, and I'm really thinking about it, it says 2017 on it, and it's just, if it was an older piece, I think I would pick it up. And this looks like it was really used. It's kind of dirty on the back, and someone's face was on it. So, but for $4, it's kind of cool. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If there's anything that you saw me thrift that you'd like to purchase, just hit me up at jolieflips@aol.com and describe the item. Timestamp would be really helpful. And as always, thank you guys for your support, and please subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll catch you on the flip side.